Hey guys, welcome back. These videos are probably going to go up on the same day. I don't know yet. They might go up one after the other. I don't know. I don't know. But in the video before this one, it's time to take these off. We chatted about starting a gardening. Now, my grandparents almost always had a garden when I was little. They always had a garden. We could just go out the front door, walk around to the back of the house. There was a garden back there. We had greens, we had tomatoes, we had cucumbers, we had all different kinds of vegetables. We could just go pick straight out of the garden, walk right back in our front door, and there was dinner. I was 3 and 4 years old, and I can vividly remember, and I know that's crazy, but I can remember being with my grandparents, because I stayed with my grandparents when I was very little. And we went to the grocery store. We went to town. We would go to town because we lived out in the country once a month. We did not run to Walmart every other day. We did not run to CVS. We did not no, there was none of that. We had a Rose's, just kind of like a Walmart, but watered down. If you're around the Carolinas, you know what a Rose's is, and most of those are getting ready to go out of business, I think. We had a Rose's, and we had 3 grocery stores: a Harris Teeter, a Ingles, and I think Bilo came later, but I can't remember. But I know Harris Teeter and Ingles for sure, and I can remember my mother getting the sales papers, my grandmother, and she would circle all the things she wanted from each grocery store. And when we went that one time a month, we would hit all the grocery stores and we would get all the things that she needed. So when she cooked dinner, most of our stuff came from the garden or from wherever my granddaddy caught it from, or my cousins or the neighbors caught it from. That was loud. It's a notification. I need to turn that other phone off. My granddaddy fished. We eat a lot of fresh fish out of the river, and he squirrel hunted. I was raised on eating squirrel, skinned many a squirrel when I was little. Deer, we eat a lot of deer, and whatever else can get caught. We very, very rarely eat like anything meat from the grocery store. I do remember my grandmother, she would buy like stew beef and hamburger and chicken. I mean, but it was rare. It was usually, what we could catch out of the woods and out of the river. But I mean, and that's how it was back then. With everything that is going on in the world, and we won't get into politics, but if you're paying attention to the news, you know what's going on. Fruits and vegetables this year might be a hot commodity. And when I say hot commodity, I mean very pricey to our wallets. Eggs, which I'm not going to get chickens, but I know eggs with either the bird flu, eggs are a hot commodity right now. So if you have your own chickens, good for you, because eggs are expensive. And I got a feeling fruits and veggies are going to be too. So I thought I might do like a container garden on my back deck and around my front porch. My back deck gets the most light. My front yard is very shaded. It's actually shaded from the actual house because the sun comes up back over here. That's why this room gets a lot of light during the morning, and it's very dark in the afternoon. So let's discuss getting containers, and I actually need to go grab a couple more from the Dollar Tree, Walmart, Goodwill, wherever you can find containers, and I'll show you what I have picked up. Okay, so this is actually two different trips to Dollar Tree. The hubby and I went the other night, and then I made a trip today. I wanted to see if they put out anything new, and they really hadn't. But I did grab some other things. As far as containers, so you can grab really pretty containers at any store. I'm pretty sure this one came from Walmart, but I did not buy it at Walmart. I got this one at Goodwill. Happened to look up, and it was at Goodwill. And I do try to get my really pretty outside containers either on clearance or at a thrifting store, because you can just get them a whole lot cheaper. But I had some really pretty painted ones. They looked very like Italian, like painted ones, and one that was even had like looked like pansies on it. Oh, they're so pretty. They got broke last year. They froze and broke, so that was my fault. I didn't get the water out of them before they froze. That one came from Goodwill, and I went to my Goodwill today, one of them, and guys, they have just marked their stuff up so high. It is getting ridiculous. Some of the Goodwills. Now let me tell you something about Goodwill that I know. It all depends on who's pricing. There are some things that are set price, like clothes, shoes, underwear. But when it comes to furniture and housewares, that depends on who is in the back room actually putting the tickets on stuff. So if it's a person that's very, trying to get this paper off, you know, lenient in the pricing, you may get an item for a couple dollars. If it's a person that's like, oh, I'm going to get the most I can out of this, you may be paying $5, $6, $7, $8. It all depends on who's back there pricing. And I know what they're having to send a lot of their good stuff now to their online store. So I only bought 2 things at my Goodwill up here, and that was 2 wide mouth jars. One I can start seeds in this. I can root in water. They do have the rings, even though I don't really need the, well, I do, I could use the rings. But I wanted one for sourdough starter, so we might try playing with sourdough starter. All right, so I got 2 jars. These were $1 each. Some of these ball jars were priced $4. $4. These did not have prices, so those are the ones I picked up. Those are the ones I took up to the register, and I asked her how much they were, and she said $1 each. I said, okay. So that's what I got at the Dollar Tree. No, I did it Goodwill. Now everything else either came from Walmart, which is just seeds, and everything else came from Dollar Tree. Okay. As far as, like we was talking about, containers, these are used more for like storage in your room, and yes, they're flimsy, but these are not as flimsy. These are a trash can. These were $1.25. I'm gonna have my hubby drill some holes in the bottom for drainage. So I got 2 of these. I can start tomato plants in that, whatever, maybe cucumbers with a something to tie them up with, beans, $1.25. And then they have these bigger buckets, again, lettuces, whatever. It's probably going to be for lettuces. $1.25 on the buckets. So not too bad. There's 4 nice size containers. And I told you on TikTok, I was on TikTok and noticed that they have those big 20-gallon fabric grow pots for, like, I don't remember, but I put them in my favorites so I could go back to them. So if you're interested in starting to grow stuff this year, check out TikTok Shop. Just go in there and put in gardening. Okay, so when I was back there today, I saw these big pots. These also need, they have spots. Those are probably going to be hard to pop out. I'll just have my hubby drill holes in these as well. This one was $5, so it's a little bit bigger. It's made for planting. $5 on this big guy. So you could get, what, 4 of those more flimsy ones if you're just wanting them for, you know, not decorative purposes, for the price of this one big guy. But I think I'll put this one maybe like on the corner where it's real nice and pretty, and put some pretty stuff in there. Okay, so there's that one. Seeds. I've got seeds from Walmart, and I can pull those out. No. And I got more seeds from Dollar Tree because I got them today. Let's see if I can find that bag. Oh, I got a snack. Got a snack while I was in there. And I got a rock. This one says faith. And guys, we've got to have faith. This will probably go in one of the little small flower containers. Here's the other seeds. And here's some more pots. Okay. And what is in this guy? Okay. And I will probably hit up Lowe's as well once the plants starts getting a little bit warmer. But there are some seeds here, some plants that you can start now, like lettuces, greens, cabbages. They love cold weather. So I'm going to pick this one up left-handed because it's heavy. And I did get a bag of potting soil. This was $5. I know that's probably not the best buy for potting soil, but it was in there. I grabbed it so I could go ahead and get some of this going. I'm going to sit that back down now. Okay. Seeds. The ones I got at Walmart were, and these were $1.96, I think is what they were. So I probably could have got them cheaper somewhere else, but I got lettuces, so I can go ahead and start those. Lettuces. These are more like mixed lettuces. I got some cherry tomatoes. And I got lavender. I'm not a big fan of artificial lavender smell, but I love real lavender. Does that make sense? Zinnias, because those are one of my flower pots that I have out front. And I love cilantro. So I got those at Walmart. Now the ones I got at Dollar Tree, their small packs are 4 for $1.25. And I got green onion because you can keep the roots and continue growing another stalk. So this is a renewable packet of seeds. You can just keep going. Cosmos, I just thought that would be pretty for my flowers. I'm going to keep my flowers separated from my vegetables because I do love flowers. And I have a lot of little flower pots out front. I'll need fresh flowers in them once it gets warm. Marigolds, these are a companion to most vegetables. You can put these out and hopefully it helps keep bugs off of your vegetables, but it doesn't always work. Okay, but there we go. I got marigolds and I got some more, another variation of lavender. Then they have the big seed packs. So I got Impatience. Love Impatience. I got a wildflower blend for shade area. These are going to go around my hostas. And then I got some more microgreens because I love salads. I love to eat greens. And we can start all these little lettuces probably now. I'm going to put those right there. I got these little seed starting greenhouses. I got 2. They do have like a little lid. If you have old takeout containers that look like this, use your takeout containers. Save you some money. Okay. So I have those. Here's my onions. I got one of these. Okay. There's a shallower one. There's a smaller one that's about half the size. And then there's this one, the taller one. And this is a 24 cup, 194 ounce container. And what I saw on TikTok was people was using this. Oh, I just like kind of tweaked it. Using this. And they have these pots at Dollar Tree. There's 10 pots in a pack. And I bought 3. Because you can plant straight in this. This is compostable. So you can probably just plant this pot straight into the ground. I'm pretty sure you probably can. Fill pots. Use a pencil, small depression, keep pots warm, ventilated, la 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 la. That's all it says. But I bet money you can just put this whole little pot into the ground and there you go. Because it's like cardboard. So what they're doing, can I get one of these out without opening the whole thing? Probably not. Is they're using this container to, and you could probably put some rocks, a little layer of rocks in the bottom of this for drainage. So your pots are not always sitting like in the water. I should have thought about that. I could have got a little packet of rocks at the dollar store. So next time I'm in there. But they're putting their little containers and they're just lining this thing up. So they have them all together. How smart is that? I don't know how many it would take. That's why I got 3. We'll see how many it'll take because I can just put the lid on this and keep it. So right there's 10. It's not going to do quite 2 packages. of pots. So maybe I need to go get another one of these containers. Oh, come on, hand. Yes, it does 1.5. So yeah, I need to go get another one of these. And if I put like a little row of rocks underneath there, that'll give it some drainage area. You can fill all of these up with soil and start your seeds. You can put the lid on there if you need to, just to kind of protect them while they're sitting. And then you have like a little growing area. So have those. Okay. Oh, and I got these 2 pots as well. These were $1.25 each. These do have drainage in them already. I wish all their pots had the little drainage bottom. There you go. These probably have flowers in them. Or like I want to get some basil and some thyme, maybe stuff like that on the next trip. But yeah, so you can get a lot of little things just at your dollar store to start gardening for very minimal. And I'm actually going to go wash these and start my sourdough, which is just water and all-purpose flour, guys. That's all it is. But you got to let it sit for about a week before you can use it. I do have some active yeast. I might go ahead and start a quick rise loaf today and see what it does. Because I used to make bread. I got out of bread, but I want to get back into making some bread as well, because bread is getting kind of ridiculous too for a loaf of bread at the store. I also have a question for you guys. You know I have 2 channels, which the other channel is more beauty related, but I don't have as many subscribers over there and I don't get as many views. Would you like for me to just start doing it all on this channel and just kind of let me know? Because that's why I didn't do it all on one channel, is the crafty kind of, you know, side versus the makeup, that kind of thing side. I just wanted to keep them separated. But going back and forth between 2 channels when I'm editing, when I'm, you know, filming, keeping them separated, just all that is getting really complicated. So let me know, would you like to see both channels kind of merged together or keep them separated? You gotta keep them separated. Let me know. But we will work on this little greenhouse situation in the next couple days, because it's supposed to be very warm and very pretty. Or not warm, like around 60, but that is nice for right now. So let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next one.